Hey Math 2, this is Miss Reynolds continuing to explore solving linear and quadratic systems by graphing. Instead of doing these by hand, we are going to do them in Desmos, and I will have the link to this Desmos graph in the description for this YouTube video. So we need to type in y equals, and we can type this in exactly as it is, plus 2. We do shift 6 to get our exponent of 2 minus 6. And then our line y equals 4x minus 2. And we can see automatically pop up these little gray dots on our graph. And we click on those dots, it'll highlight that for us. So we see we have solutions at 0, -2. So we have solutions 0, -2, and 1/2, 0. So that's where those two solutions would be. And if I wanted to figure out how to graph these by hand, I can make a table by going to Edit List and Convert to Table, and then I can plot those points. And I can do the same thing with my line, Convert to Table. So I could plot those points to see those intersections. And if you wanted to get the 0.5 in there, we can just do 0.5 and type those points in just like that. There's our first example. Example 5a. So let's make a folder to condense this down. Here. And so this is example 4a. And put these two tables in there and collapse that so it's not in the way anymore. All right, so next example, folder 5a. We've got equation y equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. And let's turn this top folder off so it's not getting in our way. And then we've got our line y equals -5. Let's triple check, make sure we type this in correctly. X squared minus 2x minus 3 and -5. So clearly looking at this, there's nowhere that these two graphs touch. So there is no solution. There's no solution for this second example. For my last example, so we've got no solution because they do not touch. So I've got a parabola up here and I've got a line. That's a rough sketch. So we've got a parabola, that's better, down here, and we've got our line down here not touching. Our last example, so we've got folder 6a, equation y equals -x squared plus 2x plus 7. And again, we can turn off our 5a folder. And then our line y equals -2x plus 2. And we can zoom by clicking little minus sign here, and we see our gray dots pop up our intersections. These other two gray dots on our green line represent our y-intercept and our x-intercept. So those are just other two key features of that line. But our intersections, which is what we're looking for, notes are going to be -1, 4 and 5, -8. So that is how we find the solution to a system of equations that has a quadratic equation and a linear equation. So if we turn these folders on, we can see what these graphs look like. So anywhere these graphs intersect represent a solution to that system.